Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to say greetings for the honorable judges, the honorable committee, and all the presenters and participants of Second International Conference on Economics, Business, Management, and Engineering 2022. I'm Dimas Cahya Ramadhan from Universitas Negeri Jakarta, Indonesia, would like to present my research entitled Personal Branding Strategy with the Johari Window Model for MSMEs in Indonesia to increase consumer trust. In this presentation session, there are 4 points of section such as introduction section that will explain about background of the research, literature review that will contain the explanation about the variable of the research, discussion section which contains the result of the research, and conclusion that will be section which answers and conclude the whole of the research. Indonesia is a country with a population of more than 200 million people, making Indonesia as the fourth most populous country in the world. This condition makes the number of available jobs needed is also very large. The number of workforce in Indonesia with available job opportunities is considered to be still less balanced. Various problems in the field of employment that exist in Indonesia are one of the reasons that encourage Indonesian people to start a small business. Based on the data from Indonesian Ministry of Cooperative and SMEs in March 2021, the number of micro, small, and medium enterprises in Indonesia was recorded at 64.2 million, with a contribution to the gross domestic product or GDP by 61.07%. Although the number of MSMEs has increased and contribute greatly to the Indonesian GDP, in fact, there are still some obstacles faced by MSMEs, such as lack of working capital, lack of knowledge about how to develop a business, low level of product innovation, and the ability of digital marketing. As I explained before, one of the obstacles faced by MSME nowadays is about how to marketing their product digitally. To be successful in marketing products digitally, we need an ability known as branding, both branding for business and personal branding for business owners. A branding strategy is needed so that the public can find out the description of the product owned by the product or service company it produces. Personal branding carried out business actors is also needed because a business owned by an entrepreneur who is well known to the public can provide a higher level of trust than the business owned by an entrepreneur who has not been recognized. And one of the personal branding techniques that can be done by business owner is the Johari window model, which can be used to understand intrapersonal and interpersonal relationship. We are now entering the literature review section. The first thing that we have to know is about branding and personal branding. Branding itself is a combination of various business or communication activities planned by a company to be applied to build or expand a brand so that it is known to the public. Personal branding is an image or thought that appears in people's mind about something that is seen or heard. As I explained in the introduction section, one of the personal branding techniques that can be done by business actors is the Johari window model. The Johari window model consists of four parts, including open area that describes a situation or thing that is known to oneself and others. These include the traits, feelings, and motivation. Blind spot. Called blind because the person doesn't know their own traits, feelings, and motivation when others know it. Hidden area that there are things or parts that themselves know but others do not. This is often observed when someone describes the state of their relationship with someone. The last is unknown area. It is said to be unknown because neither the person concerned nor the other people in their group know about it individually. One of the benefits that can be achieved by MSMEs by doing personal branding is improving consumer trust. Consumer trust itself is a matter of trust when one group, that is company and the customer, have trust in one another to be able to create a mutually beneficial relationship. That is, in maintaining a relationship, in this case is a buying and selling relationship. Now we are entering the discussion section. Micro, small, and medium enterprises in Indonesia are increasingly moving towards digitization. There were at least 9.2 million MSMEs actors who switched to the digital platform during the pandemic, and now the total of MSMEs who place and actively transacted in digital platform by 17 million. Some of the reasons that make Indonesians switch to e-commerce are increasing population growth accompanied by increasing internet and smartphone use. Of course, this is such an advantage as well as a challenge for MSME actors in Indonesia. It can be called as an advantage because the digitization in buying and selling activities makes it easier for both parties to make a transaction. This condition is also being a challenge for MSME because they require to be more creative and innovative not only in creating products but also in marketing their products to the market digitally. In addition, the personal branding strategy is also important to do. Several ways that MSMEs can do in building a good branding are by creating a brand identity, managing social media, and managing e-commerce pages optimally. Brand identity can include logos, colors, layouts, packaging design, web designs, and so on. Everything that can be seen from a business brand is called brand identity. MSME's actor can also manage social media as a platform for doing business while building a positive image for potential consumers. The implementation of social media for MSMEs provides benefits such as products galleries, surveys of target consumer, and also monitoring consumers. Another strategy that can be done to build consumer trust is to manage e-commerce pages well. Some things that can be done are to include complete information regarding the product or services offered, service information, detailed payment and delivery steps, respond well and quickly to give discount, promos, and also the other attractive offers. By paying attention to the branding strategy, MSME will get several benefits, including build consumer interest, increase product credibility, easier to promote the latest product, and product will remember well and increase consumer trust. The personal branding strategy carried out by MSME in Indonesia will be easier to implement by understanding the Johari window model concept. Below, I will explain about how to implement the Johari window model. We can implement the open area by knowing the trend of goods and services that are commonly known by business owners and consumers, and also by setting a price that is generally known by business owner and also consumers. The implementation of blind spot are by being open to consumer demands and tastes, and also by conducting surveys regarding what consumers want. The implementation of hidden area is by developing a unique marketing strategy or special approach where other business actors do not know and do not do this strategy. And the implementation of unknown area is by finding out the things that are not yet known by business actors and are still foreign to consumers in order to find new formulas in terms of branding. The conclusion of this research are employment problems in Indonesia being one of the reasons Indonesian people to build a small business. MSMEs in Indonesia, since the pandemic, switched to the digital platform such as e-commerce and social media. This condition can be such an advantage as well as a challenge for MSME actors in Indonesia. The challenge that have to faced by MSME owners is about how to build a good personal branding. And one of the personal branding strategy that can be done by MSME actors in Indonesia is Johari window model. And these techniques will help to analyze and plan steps to build a positive image of MSME. So, the consumer trust will be improving. That's all my presentation of the research. I hope that this research will improve our knowledge and can be useful for us. Thank you for the attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.